Hi, and thanks for joining me for the class today. So today we're going to use the Pilates softball just to add a bit of variety and extra challenge to some of our movements today as well. So I've inflated the ball about 60-70%, so there's a little bit of squidge to it, and if you have that there ready, that will be perfect for the class today. So we're going to start the class in standing and warm up, and also have a few balance challenges in standing as well. And then we're going to come down onto our fronts, then onto our sides and onto our backs as well today. So I hope you enjoy the class. Remember, always work to a level that you feel comfortable with, particularly with some of those more challenging exercise sequences today, because most importantly, we want you to enjoy the class. Okay, so when you're ready, let's get started. Okay, so if you have your softball in your hand to start with, and to begin with, we're going to take those toes apart and those heels apart, so those feet at that hip width distance. Just transfer that weight coming onto the fronts of your toes and then back onto your heels. So just nice and slowly forwards and back. And then just look to find that midpoint between those two movements, so that weight's going nice and evenly down through your feet. Knees are nice and soft, so not locked back. Hands up onto your pelvis, very gently. We're going to tilt the pelvis forward and then tilting it back. So just again, gently forwards and back. Just looking to find that midpoint between those two movements, so that pelvis in a nice neutral position. Good. Ribs are soft, collarbones wide, and that neck nice and long and lifted. Well done. Okay, so we're going to have that ball between our hands, just a little bit of pressure onto the ball. We're going to raise those hands up to shoulder height, come up onto your toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Good. And again, so raise those hands up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Good. Now keep those knees that hip width distance apart, not letting them knock in or widen, just keeping that distance nice and controlled as you come up, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Good. And again, raising up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Good. And again, up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Let's do the last few here, raising up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Good. And again, bend the knees and down. One more time, raise those hands up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Very good. Okay, so keeping our ball between our hands, we're going to bring our hands up towards our chest here. We're going to go into our spine twist movement. So again, just a tiny bit of pressure onto that ball. Breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to rotate around to the side and out, slowly coming back in. Good. And out. Rotating around. Good. And again, breathing out. Rotating the opposite direction. Breathing in to fold back. Good. Lovely, rotating back. So just get a little bit of rotation into that upper back here, following that head, just roll around. Good, and back. A few more, rotating around. Good. And back. Lovely, one more each side. Rotating around, and back, good, and again. And back, well done. Now we're going to keep our hands here. And I can just stretch my legs slightly back. And we're going to just keep that little bit of pressure on the ball, and I'm going to bring my knee towards the ball. So we're going to rotate here and back. So bring in a little bit of abdominals and out. So rotating and back. So bring that knee towards the ball. Good. Rotating around and back. And back. Good. Well done. Let's do 5 more here. So we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bring that leg back in. We'll do the same on the other side. So just stretch that leg back just slightly there. And we're going to bring that knee towards the ball. So we're going to rotate around and back. Bring it up and back. So bringing in those abdominals. So rotating in, stretching back. It's a little curl and back. Good. Let's do 5 more. So we go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, well done, and then folding that leg back down, very good. Okay, so we're going to still keep the ball one more time in between our hands. We're going to go into a little side lunge here. So we're going to start one side, we're going to reach over to one side, drop down, and then we're going to squeeze through the ball, lifting back up. Good. Opposite side, drop down, squeeze through that ball, lifting back up. Good. And again, drop down, engage through that ball, lift back up. And again, drop down, squeeze through the ball, lift up. And just adding that little bit of pressure into that ball just helps engage those toe muscles a little bit more as you come back up. Good. Drop down, squeeze through the ball, lift up. And again, drop down, squeeze through that ball, lift up. drop down, squeeze through, lift up, well done, and again, drop down, squeeze through, lift up, and again, very good, drop down, squeeze through, lift up, one more each side, drop down, lifting up, good, and again, drop down, squeeze through, lifting up, well done, very good. Okay, so we're going to challenge our balance and control a little bit here, and I'm going to pop the ball down onto the floor, and I'm just going to have the ball resting, my foot resting onto the ball there. We're going to start with our single leg here. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, I want you to slide that foot on the ball, dip down a little bit with that leg, and lift back up. Good, and again, sliding down, and back up. Well done, and again, sliding forwards, lift back up. Very good, and again, slide forwards, and up. Well done, and again, slide forwards, and back. Dropping down and back, well done, and again, sliding forwards and back. So this leg really controlling that little dip and back, well done, and back one more time, sliding forwards and back, well done. We're going to keep that foot onto the ball, and I'm going to reach this arm up towards the ceiling, challenging that balance with that mermaid stretch, and then back down. Good, and again, reaching that arm up, looking up to the ceiling, and then gently coming back down. Well done, and again, reaching up, good, and down. Lovely, one last time. Reach that hand up, looking up to the ceiling, and then gently coming back down. Well done. Okay, so we're going to take that foot off the ball, switch sides, so the ball's onto the other foot, and we're going to do a little dip down. So we're going to stretch that leg in front, rolling on the ball, little dip with this leg, and back up. Good, and again, dropping down, rolling up, and again, drop down, roll back up. Good, and again, dip down and back up. Good, and again, dipping down and back. Dip down, lifting up. Well done. Drop down and back. Nice and controlled. And back. Last few. Drop down, gliding back. Well done. Controlling that ball, just rolling under that foot. Good, and again, drop down and back. One more time. Drop down and back. Good. Now we're going to keep this foot onto the ball, and we're going to reach that arm up towards the ceiling, looking up to that mermaid, and then back down. Good. And again, reaching up, looking up to the ceiling, and gently back down. Good. And again, reaching up, looking up to the ceiling, stretching through that side, and then back down. One last time. Reaching up. Good. And then gently moving back down. Well done. So I'm going to bring that foot off the ball. We're going to do a few roll downs from here. So you're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath at the end there. Then as you breathe out, we're going to gently restack through that spine, back up into standing. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor, towards that ball. Breath in here. Then as you breathe out, gently coming back up into standing. Good. And again here, breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Breath at the end there. And as you breathe out, coming back up into standing. Well done. Now I'm going to come to the end of my mat. This time I'm going to roll down, and I'm going to roll down onto my front. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath at the end there. And then on the out breath, soften those knees. We're going to walk our hands down, bring our ball with us. And then we're going to come down onto our fronts and continue our class from here. Okay, so we're going to continue the class here down onto our fronts. So if you have the ball in your hand, I want you to reach the ball above your head and just have it under your forearm here. Opposite arm we're just going to have in that L-shaped position, and my head's just resting down onto the mat. So feet at that hip width distance apart, still that belly button just drawn up towards your spine there, so that core is engaged. And we're going to work into our extension movement here. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, I want you to roll that ball, lifting up into that extension. And then as you breathe out, rolling back down. Good. So bring that ball forwards onto that hand lifting up, and then gently back down. Good, and again, raising up, extending that spine, and gently back down. Good, and again, lifting up, and gently down. Well done. Last few. And down. Good, and again. And back down. Let's do one last time. Lifting up. Good, and gently down. Very good. Okay, so swap arm. So we're going to have the ball underneath that opposite forearm, the other arm into that L shape here. And we're going to take a breath in. And as you breathe out, rolling that ball up, extending that back, and then gently back down. Good, and again, rolling back, extending, and gently down. Good. Keep going here, and down, nice and controlled. Breathing out as you're lifting up, breathing in as you're lowering. Good. Breathing out as you're lifting up, breathing in as you lower. Very good. Last few. And down, lifting up and lowering. One last time. And then gently back down. Well done. Okay, so we're going to bring the ball in between our hands here, and we're going to come up onto our elbows. So just keeping that ball in between your hands here. And we're going to just work into our legs with our swimming legs. So we're going to raise one leg and then lower. So really working our bottoms. We're just in that slightly extended position and down. So breathing out, breathe in to lower. Breathe out to lift, breathe in to lower. So just got that little bit of tension in between that ball, in between my hands. Well done. And down. Lifting and lowering. Well done. And again. And down. Very good. Lifting and lowering. Excellent. Last few. Lifting and lowering. Good, well done. One more each side. And down. And then we're going to lower back down, bring that ball forwards. Very good. Okay, so let's have those feet just slightly wider than those hips here. And we're going to have a little stretch into our Cobra. Now we can use the ball here to assist this stretch, or vary it really. But take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to roll up into that extension stretch and then gently back down. Now if you don't want to use the ball to do that, you can do it as we normally do with your hands either side. And use your hands to lift up. So that's an option if you don't want to use the ball for this one. It's up to you. So take a breath in. As you breathe out, lifting into that extension and then gently back down. Good. And again. Lifting up and gently down. Very good. And again. And down. Last couple here. Reaching up to that extension. And down. Last time. And then down. Very good. Well done. Okay, so let's come up onto our knees and we're going to stretch into that opposite position, which often feels good to do. We're going to go into our child pose stretch. So again, we can use the ball just to reach forward, drop down that bottom down onto those heels, just opening out into that spine gently. Feels good when we've done a lot of extension work here. So breathing in and out, sinking down on that out breath. Good. That ball just gives you that little bit more of a stretch into those shoulder area and that upper spine. Well done. Breathing in and out, relaxing down. Very good. One more time. Breath in and out, relaxing down. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to come round and down onto our sides from here. So if you grab that thicker block, we can just pop this ball in between our feet from here. Okay, so we're going to come down onto our sides. So our knees are bent up, so feet and hips roughly in that line. So those hips are stacked on top of each other. And we're going to start with our clam movement here. So we're going to push through those heels and lift up that top knee and lower back down. So this is making it work a little bit harder because we've got that unstable position of those feet here with that ball. So lifting up and lowering. So we're pushing through those heels, lifting up and lowering. Well done. And again, lifting and lowering. Good. And down. Squeeze those feet, lifting up and lowering. Well done. So we want to feel it in that back pocket side area, getting those glutes working. If you don't, you might just need to bend or straighten your legs slightly. So just adjust them if you need to, just to get that muscle working. Good. So we're lifting and lowering. Well done. And again, lifting and lowering. So really feeling that working. Well done. Lift and lower. Good. Last few. Lifting and lowering. Keeping that control, pushing through those heels, lifting that leg. Very good. And down. Good. And lowering. Very good. Last couple. And one more. And lowering that leg down. Well done. Okay, so we're going to keep the ball between our feet and straighten those legs out and have your feet just in front of you here. So those hips are just slightly flexed. We're going to have our hand in front for a little bit of balance. We're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to raise both legs up and then lower back down. So try not to brace through your arm. You have it for a little bit of balance. So breath in. As you breathe out, raising those legs, lowering back down. So it's not a big movement, keeping that ball between your feet. We're lifting and lowering those legs together. Well done. And again. And down. And again, lifting and lowering. Very good. And again, lifting and lowering. A few more here. Good. And down. Nice and controlled. Lifting and lowering. Well done. And again, lift up and lower. And again, raising and lowering. Very good. And again, lift up and lowering. Very good. And again, one more time. Lift up and lowering back down. Well done. Very good. Okay, so this time we're going to bring the ball up and pop it between our knees, and we're going to come up onto our elbows here if you can. So I want your elbow directly underneath that shoulder. So we're going to go into our side bend movement here. So our knees are just slightly in front of us, that ball between the knees there, and we're going to lift up into our side bend. So you're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to lift up into that side bend. Now if that feels too much, you can have your hand in front here and just help support you lifting up if that feels more comfortable. If you're comfortable with this though, we can raise that top arm with us. So we're going to lift up, raise the top arm up and over, and then gently back down. Good. And again, breathing out, reaching up and over. Breathing in, lower back down. Well done. And again, breathing out. And down. And again here, raising up. And then back down. Now on this next one, if you can, we're going to raise up. Keep those collarbones wide, and we do 5 little squeezes with that ball. So we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Well done. And again, raising up. Hold that there. 5 little squeezes. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Very good. Let's see if we can do that again. So raising up. Holding that there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lowering back down. Very good. Well done. Okay, so let's bring the ball with us. We're going to come around and over onto the opposite side. So we're going to start with that ball between our feet as we did before. So between the feet there, I'm going to come down into our clam to start with. So feet and hips roughly in that line. So those hips are really stacked on top of each other. And we're going to start by lifting and lowering through that top knee. So remember, push through those heels as we're lifting and lowering through that top leg. Well done. So pushing those heels up, really getting that glute muscle engaging. So we're lifting and lowering. So as I said before, if you're not quite feeling it in the right place, then just bend or straighten your legs a little bit, just adjusting them just this way or that way can just help get that working in the right place. Well done. So keeping those hips stacked, we're lifting and lowering. Well done. Got that imaginary wall behind you, not rolling back into it. We're keeping them stacked. Well done. As we lift and lower. Good. So push through those heels, lifting and lowering. And down. Well done. Lifting and lowering. Very good. And down. Excellent. Lifting and lowering. Well done. Last few here. Really getting those bottoms working. Well done. And let's do one more. And lower that leg down. Well done. Very good. So we're going to straighten our legs out again as we did before. Feet just in front of you. Hips are stacked on top of each other. We can have that hand in front for a little bit of balance. Just try not to brace through your arm too much. And we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to raise those both feet up together and then lower back down. Good. And again, raising the legs up and lowering back down. So breathing out, raising up, breathing as you lower. Breathing out, raising up, breathing as you lower. Well done. And again, raising up and down. Good. And again, raising up, lowering back down. Well done. And again, raising up and down. Good. Raising up and lowering. Excellent. So nice and control. And down. Lovely. Last few here. Good. Let's do one last one. And one. Lowering back down. Very good. Bend those knees back up. So let's bring that ball. We're going to place it in between our knees here. And as we did before, we're going to come up into our side bend movement. So elbow directly underneath that shoulder. Our knees are just in front of those hips here. And we're going to keep those collarbones nice and wide as well. And just lift up through that waist. Lovely. So remember, as we did before, we can take a breath in. As you breathe out, lift into that side bend and lower back down. If that feels enough, stay there. If you need to, you can use that hand in front just to help you up if you need that as well. Or if you're comfortable here, we're going to raise the other hand with us. So take a breath in. As you breathe out, lift up, reaching over and down. And again, reaching up and over and down. Lovely. And again, breathing out, reaching over and down. Good. And again, reaching over and down. Now on this next one, we're going to add those little squeezes. So we're going to reach up, hold that there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Good. And again, reaching up. And again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. One last time. Reaching up and over. Hold that there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lowering back down. Very good. Well done. Okay, so we're going to bring this ball around and we're going to use it just to stretch into our upper back a little bit here. So pop that block down. Just when we've got it here, it's a really nice little stretch to do. I'm going to come down over my ball. So I want the ball in my upper back here, just around my shoulder blade region. Keep those knees bent up. I'm going to bring my hands behind my head and we're going to extend back over the ball and then gently use those abdominals to help bring you back up. Good, so breathing out. Good, and breathing as you fold back up. Good, and again, reaching over and folding back up. Now it's a really nice stretch if you're really stiff in that upper back. We're just extending over that ball and just engaging those tummy muscles to help lift back up and reaching over, lengthening through and back. We'll just do last few here. Reaching over, controlling back. Feels nice to do. Just stretching over and back. Well done. And again, reaching over and back. Lovely. One more time. Reaching over and then gently coming back from there. Well done. Come up and off that ball. Very good. Okay, so we're going to bring the ball down and we're going to place it underneath our feet here, or underneath one foot to start with. So just have that ball onto one foot. Knees are bent up. Feet, knees still that hip width distance apart. And we're just going to tilt that pelvis forwards and back again like we normally do. Just coming into that neutral position. Those ribs staying soft, collarbones wide, and that neck nice and long and lifted still. Fantastic. Okay, so continuing here, we're going to keep the ball underneath that foot. And we're going to raise the opposite leg up into our tabletop position. Now we're going to take a breath in here. As you breathe out, we'll just stretch that leg away and then breathe in as you fold back. Same leg, we're going to reach away and then folding back. Good. And again, reaching away and folding back. So this other leg's working harder because it's got a less stable support underneath it. So we're reaching away and folding back. So making that core work a little bit harder. Well done, and back. Reaching away and back. Very good. And again, reach away and fold back. Lovely. Good. And again, reaching away and folding back. Good. We'll do that one more time here. Reaching away and fold back. Now I want you to keep that leg lifted into that tabletop. Now with the leg on the ball, we're going to drop that open into our hip twist movement. So we're going to let the knee fall out to the side and then fold back. Good. And again, breathing out, taking that leg out to the side. Breathe in, folding it back. Now if it feels too much to keep this leg lifted into that tabletop position, just lower it down onto the floor, okay? Opening out and fold back. Well done. Opening out and back. Now keeping those hip bones pointing up to the ceiling. We're still controlling that movement. Breathing out as you open out. Breathe in, fold back. Good. And again, breathing out, opening out. Breathe in, folding back. Very good. Opening out here and back. Last few. Controlling that movement and back. Well done. And again, opening out and fold back. Good. And back. Let's do one more time. Opening out and folding back. Well done. Lowering that leg down. So we're going to bring the ball over onto the other foot here. So keeping that ball underneath that foot. This opposite leg, we're going to raise up into tabletop. And we're going to start with that one leg stretch. So breath in. As you breathe out, reach the leg away. Folding back. And again, breathing out, reach away. Breathe in as you fold back. And again, breathe out, reach away. Breathe in as you fold back. Well done. And again, breathe out, reach away. Breathe in to fold back. Well done. And back. Lovely. And again, reaching away, folding back, keeping that control through that pelvis, not letting that back arch as you're lengthening that leg away, nice and controlled, folding back. Good. Breathing out, reach away. Breathe in, fold back. Well done. Breathe out, reach away. Breathe in, fold back. A few more here. Good. Last few. And one more. And folding back. Now if you can, we're going to keep this leg in that tabletop position. Opposite leg on that ball. We're going to open out into that hip twist and then fold back. And again, opening out, folding back. Now as I said before, if that feels too much with this leg lifted, just lower it down to the floor and we'll do the same hip twist with the foot on the ball. Good. And again, opening out and folding back. Good. And again, opening out and fold back. Well done. And again, nice and controlled, keeping that pelvis level as you're opening out and folding back. Good. Breathing out as you open out. Breathe in as you fold back. Well done. Breathing out. Breathe in, folding back. Good. And back. Well done. Opening out and folding back. Excellent. And back. Lovely. Last couple here. And last one. And then folding back down. Well done. And then we're going to lower that leg back from there. So this time we're going to put both feet onto the ball here. So we're going to have both feet. I'm just going to have a little bit of hip mobility and we're going to open out both knees together this time. And then we're going to control them back up. Good. And again, breathing out. Opening back out. Breathe in, both back up together. Good. And again, breathing out. Breathing in, fold back. And again, breathing out. Opening those hips out, breathing in, fold back. Lovely. A few more here. Open out and folding back. Good. And again, opening out and folding back. Lovely. And again, open out and gently fold back. Good. Last few here. Open out and gently fold back. Opening out and gently fold back. One last time. Opening out and gently fold back. Well done. Now let's just bring those knees in one up at a time. Just have a quick little hug just to stretch out through that back just for a minute. So we're going to take a few nice deep breaths in and out here while we're holding this stretch. Just have a little stretch through that spine just for a minute here. Breathing in and out. Good. And relaxing down. Okay, so we're going to place both feet back onto the ball here. Again, my arms down by my side, and we're going to go into our bridge. Now, if you can, we're going to keep both feet onto that ball. We're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to lift up into that bridge, breath in to hold. And as you breathe out, walking that spine gently back down onto the mat. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up, breath in here. And as you breathe out, slowly peeling back down. Well done. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up, breath in here. And as you breathe out, gently coming back down. Well done. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tucking that pelvis under, lifting up, and slowly lowering back down. Well done. Lifting up and down. Now we're going to add in here some of our leg opening movement we just did. So we're going to lift up, hold this position. I want you to open the knees out, fold back, then lowering back down. Good, well done. So it's tough if you can. If you don't feel like you want to do that, just lift and lower in your own time. If you can, we're going to open out again, fold back, and then gently lower back down. Good. Just the last couple here, lifting up, opening out, fold back, and then peeling down. Lovely. Let's do one last time. Lifting up, opening out, fold back, and then gently back down from there. Well done. Very good. Okay, so we're going to place the ball now. So put your feet either side of the ball. And then if you can, we're going to lift both legs up into our tabletop position. So I've got the ball between my feet here. So you're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, I want you to stretch both legs away. Breathe in, fold back. And again, breathing out, reach away. Breathe in, fold back. Now if that's comfortable here, we can put our hands behind our head and we're going to add in that abdo prep. So we're going to lift up as we reach away, lower down as you fold back. Breathing out, reach away. Breathe in as you lower down. Good. And again, reach away and down. And lowering. Well done. Reaching away and lower back down. Well done. And down. Let's do 5 more here. So we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Lower that head down. Going to lower those feet back down together from there. Very good. Okay, so you can keep the ball between your feet if that's comfortable, and we're going to bring our arms down by our side or out to the side of you and have a nice little stretch into rotation. So just going to rotate around from here and then gently back up and dropping over to that opposite side. Good, and then back up, rotating side to side from here, just gently moving and stretching out through that spine. Feels good to do. Bring back up, dropping those knees over, rotating through that spine. Well done. And then gently back up. Lovely. And back. Well done. Looking that head in that opposite direction. Well done. Gently coming back up and over that opposite side. And back. Well done. And again, drop the knees over and gently back up. Well done. One more each side. Drop those knees over, turning that head back up and over to that opposite side. Well done. Very good. Okay, so we're just going to place that ball to one side for a minute and we're going to stretch out a little bit more with our opposite arm and leg movement. So we're going to reach those hands up towards the ceiling. Take a breath in here. As you breathe out, I want you to reach opposite arm, opposite leg, lengthening away and then folding back together. And again, reaching opposite arm and leg away and then folding back together. Good. So breathing out, reaching away, breathing in, fold back. So really remember, keep that connection between those ribs and those hip bones. We're not letting those ribs flare. Just take that arm back as far as you feel. You can keep that control. Fold back together. Good. Breathe out, lengthening away. Breathe in, folding back. Breathe out, lengthen away. Breathe in, folding back. Well done. And again. Reaching away, folding back, breathing out, breathing in to fold back. Well done. And again, and back. Reaching away and fold back. Lovely. Last few here. Lengthening through and back. Good. Let's do one more each side. Reaching away and back. Lengthening through and back. Well done. And relaxing those arms back down. Very good. Okay, so let's stretch out through the backs of our legs that we've worked here. So we're going to bring our knee up towards the ceiling, lengthen through the back of the leg, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, and we're just going to gently stretch through the back of the leg here. So we're going to use our hand just to support that leg there. And we're just going to breathe in and out here, just gently stretching through the back of that leg, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Well done, holding that there. So breathing in and out. Good. And again, breathing in and out. Lovely. Then if you can, we're going to point and flex through the ankle here, just gently changing that stretch slightly as we're moving through. Good. And again, pointing and flexing. Well done. Pointing and flexing. And then we're going to hold this stretch here again, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, lengthening through the back of the leg. Well done. Very good. And then just gently lowering that leg back down. Then we'll do the same on the other side, so knee up towards the ceiling, lengthen through the back of the leg. Use your hand to support that leg there, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. We're going to stretch out through the back of the leg. Good, so holding that there. Well done. Good, lengthening out through the back of the leg. And then if you can, we're just going to point and flex through the ankle here gently, pointing and flexing, nice and slowly. Well done. And then holding that stretch again, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, lengthening through. Well done. Very good. And then lowering that leg back down. Then we're going to stretch out through our bottom muscle, so one foot onto the opposite knee. Allow the leg just to relax open there. If that's enough of a stretch, then just stay there. Or if you can, we're going to bring the other leg up and towards you, just as far as you feel comfortable. Then we're going to hold this stretch here. So just taking a few nice deep breaths in and out. On that out breath, if you can, just relax down into that stretch, just that little bit further if you can. So breathing in and out. Well done. And again, breathing in and out. Just relaxing down into that stretch. Well done. Breathing in and out. Lovely. Holding that there. On that out breath, just sinking down that little bit further. Well done. And then relax that leg down. Last time on the other side, we're going to pop that opposite foot onto the other knee. Allow that leg just to relax open there. Again, if that's enough of a stretch, then just stay there. Or if you can, we'll bring that leg up and towards you, just as far as comfortable. And then we're going to hold this stretch here. So breathing in and out. Holding that stretch. Relaxing down. Well done. And again, breathing in and out. Relaxing down. Well done. Holding that there, breath in and out. Well done, breath in and out. Good, and then lowering that leg down. Very good, well done. Okay, so we're going to come up into sitting from here. So if you grab your ball, we'll just do the last couple of stretches using that if you want to. So we have the ball between our hands again from here, and we're going to raise my hand up in front of me, and I'm going to reach forward with that ball, stretching through that upper back, and then we're going to come back forwards. Good. So I'm going to reach that ball forwards, bring those shoulders forward, stretching into that upper back, and then gently back up. Good. And again, reaching forwards, and then gently coming back up. Well done. And again, reach the ball forwards, and then gently back up. Good. And then we're going to bring that ball in towards our chest here and do our spine twist like we did earlier. So we take a breath in. As you breathe out, rotating around and gently back. So just gently pressing on that ball, rotating opposite direction and then gently back. Well done. And again, rotating around and back. Good. And again, rotating around and back. One more time each side, reaching around and back. Last time, rotating around and gently back. Well done. Relax those arms back down. Very good. Well done. I hope you've enjoyed the class today. Thank you for joining me and hope you see you again soon.